Walmart recently decided to pull 4 of their stores out of Chicago, citing that they haven't made a profit in 17 years. Let's go ahead and jump into this.
Closing half of its stores in Chicago, saying they haven't been profitable in 17 years and lose millions of dollars a year. And Southside elected officials are also responding, issuing a joint statement, and it reads in part, closing 4 stores in 5 days is unethical, especially since Walmart claims these stores have not been profitable since 2006. If Walmart cared about the community they belong to for nearly 2 decades, they would have implemented strategies to combat their rising prices, the likely root cause of their decline in earnings.
Absolutely not. The likely root cause of them shutting down isn't rising prices. But, you know, the Democrats will say anything. They'll do anything to avoid addressing the actual systemic issues that they create. We already know why they're shutting down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the recent looting that just happened in one of their stores. Yeah. Rising prices is the root cause of them closing down? No. No.
Look at this. In my hood, can't even get no food for my kids. Look at how they did this store. Every store in my community looks like this right now. Every store in my community looks like this right now. I feel like a fucking rat in a sewer, G. I feel like a fucking rat in the sewer. It's pathetic. And I can't even buy nothing in here because ain't nobody at the register. It's pitiful. I feel like a animal, G. I feel like an animal. Babies need milk. Can't even get nothing for my kids, bro. I feel like an animal, and black people made me feel like an animal.
This video goes on for like 15 minutes, and it documents the absolute destruction in this store, and she says it's been happening in all of the stores in their community. Now, these are one of the stores that just shut down. But of course, if you leave it up to the Democrats, they'll say that Walmart's racist. Walmart closed down because of racism and also because of rising prices. Yeah, Walmart shut down 4 stores because of rising prices. Of course, all the other stores across the nation, apparently those rising prices don't affect those stores. Here's a person who actually left a rebuttal. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at what he has to say.
This is pathetic. And then people wonder why I make these videos, why I stand up for the truth. You wonder why I went conservative, why I don't want to associate with this type of shit. How in the fuck can I be black and proud of that? And what's really crazy is that they're doing it to themselves. Looting stores. For what? The saddest part about this is that it affects the people who didn't even have anything to do with it in the first place. So to the few of those comments that be asking me on a daily basis, why am I talking about my own people? Why do I make these videos? That's your answer.
These communities somehow don't seem to understand that the consequences of their actions are going to come home to roost at some point, and that has happened. Walmart has lost way too much money in these areas, and they're just done with it. If anyone out there watching this owns a business, you easily understand why they've done this. They've shut down and left. Why would anybody continue to stay in business and get robbed on a daily basis? It just doesn't make any sense. But somehow everyone on the left seems to think it's racism or something else that's not their fault, but is Walmart's fault, as we're about to see. So these are some elected officials in these communities who are holding a protest and sharing their opinion as to why they think Walmart should stay, and in general, what the issue is here. So this is good. Let's listen to this.
Enough is enough. Walmart has once again shown us corporate racism and corporate greed.
Yes, sir.
They said that they lost so much money, but every single day, Walmart trades on what's called the stock market. When they lose money, they adjust to make money. If they lost so much money in these stores, where was the adjustment to make sure that they didn't lose money?
Okay, this guy has no clue what he's talking about. And then you can hear people in the crowd going, exactly, that guy's right. He's absolutely right. Listen to that guy. What the hell is going on here? Walmart trades on the stock market, so they should have made adjustments to basically cover all the theft that we're doing here. It's their fault that they didn't find a way to make up for all the stealing that we're doing. This whole protest is driven by their idea of how profit and loss works, which is absolutely none. They don't understand anything. It's like they should have made some adjustments on the stock market to cover the theft that was happening in this Walmart. What? Bro, this is great, though. It's gold. Let's keep listening.
Walmart owns this land. Yeah. We do not want another abandoned store in this neighborhood. Right. We do not want this to become a place for graffiti. And last but not least, singers deserve better. Right. To walk away from those who barely can walk to get medicine, to walk away from those who depend on this food is once again corporate racism.
That's absolute nonsense. Calling this corporate racism is just the most disingenuous and oblivious nonsense I've ever heard. All right. So Walmart is in the business of making money. That's what they do. They sell stuff and they make money, and they want to see a profit. They don't give two craps about racism. The only color they see is green, as in dollars. So stop bullshitting about racism. This has nothing to do with racism. This has to do with that community constantly robbing this Walmart, and they're sick of it. So maybe if you start actually addressing the real issues, you wouldn't have to be worried about, moms feeding their babies and people going to pharmacies, because you fucked that up. You fucked that up. You had 17 years to clean that mess up, but you didn't. You know why you didn't? Because you don't want to face the truth, the reality. It's easier for you to just say, this is corporate racism. That's why this is happening. Oh, but the Walmarts and all of these other minority communities, they seem to be staying open. Where's the corporate racism there? Let's also address the fact that Walmart is actually catering to the minorities. Walmart's not really the high-end brand box store. They sell cheap garbage for the most part, so they're catering to minorities who don't make a lot of money. To call Walmart, corporate racism is absolutely insane to me. But of course, these people, they're just going to sit there and gaslight you all day. And that's exactly why they deserve to lose this amenity. Because make no mistake, Walmart being in your community is actually a plus, a benefit. It's an amenity for you. When you can't take care of your nice things, you don't get to have nice things anymore. And that's the bottom line. But let's keep listening to this guy gaslight us. Let's see what else he's got.
The same people who can do the stats to see and show how to make money can do the stats to show what it takes to invest in people. And so if Walmart doesn't invest in the people here, we will disinvest across the entire nation.
Okay. Walmart does invest in their communities. Matter of fact, any business that is a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate who isn't a fly-by-night company, they know that they're going to be in it for the long haul. They're going to be in there for the next few decades or maybe more. They understand that investing in the community and wanting the community to do good means they get to have more people shopping at their stores, which also means they get to make more profit. Like, none of the stuff these people say makes any logical sense. The moment you start scrutinizing anything they say, it falls apart.
And so I want you all to clap your hands for none other than State Senator LGC.
Here we go. This guy looks like one of the most woke black guys I've ever seen in my life.
That's right. Power back to the people. And we want justice, too. Right. We want justice.
Justice for George Floyd by tearing up and destroying and robbing the Walmarts.
When this Walmart opened, we heard from them they were going to be our partners. Yes, sir. That's not a word I take lightly. I take that word very, very seriously, because that is a commitment to this community. That demonstrates that you are going to be here to make this community strong. Since Walmart announced these closures, my office, which is located literally steps from this building, has been inundated with calls from seniors who are crying out saying, where do I go for my medicine? For mothers who are talking about their children and saying, how do I feed my children?
Here, I have an answer for all of those questions. Stop voting Democrat. You got what you voted for. You voted for Democrats who don't punish crime. They let people get away with all the crap that they're doing. And those people get more and more brazen every day and continue to commit crimes and rob these stores blind. Get some tough on crime DAs in there and set examples. Across the board, even the most minor crime should be punished with severe consequences. And I guarantee you, this problem will be resolved overnight.
I was just in this Walmart the other day. If there were problems, I did not see them. Right. Now, if there are challenges, talk to the elected officials. We talk to the community leaders. We will help you. This is our store. We have invested in it. We have made you that Fortune #1 company.
No. You haven't made them that Fortune 100 company. You've helped to rob that place and steal profits. If anything, you've slowed them down from getting to that Fortune 100 spot. Everyone else around the country has helped them get to that place. Your community has apparently robbed them blind. That's why they left. Companies that make money don't leave. They want to continue making money. That's kind of the point of a company.
Yeah. So if we have helped make you that Fortune #1 company, we are asking you to be our partners to continue to live up to your word. Do what you said you were going to do, and you were going to stand with us to improve the quality of life in this community. That's all we're asking. That's right. All we're asking. We are demanding that you live up to your word, that you stand with us to continue to improve the quality of life in this community, because this community demands nothing less.
Well, maybe you should have demanded to stop the crime in your community, and Walmart would have fulfilled their promises. You know, they can't operate if they're constantly being robbed. It's just that simple. All right, guys, this isn't rocket science. The elected officials in that community seem to either be blind to what's going on or are intentionally gaslighting us. I'm inclined to think that's what it is. I think they're absolutely aware of what's going on because it's everywhere. Let's take a look at this video real quick. Yep. Now, what you're looking at here is people that are so brazen, they're making a video, a public video of them just stealing food at Walmart and eating it in the Walmart. Yeah, I even saw one of these that said, normalize this. So, yeah, you want to call it corporate racism? I call it what I see it as. People stealing fucking shit from Walmart, and that's why they left. So, in my opinion, you deserve to lose that Walmart. And I stand behind Walmart 100% for this particular action. They did what any business should do in these circumstances. Matter of fact, I think they did even more. From what I understand, they donated the actual building to that community for free. They said, here, just take it. We're trying to get the hell out of here because this place is absolutely insane. So to me, I think they went above and beyond what they should have done by giving them this building. And that's not enough for them. They want a $10 million fund to help, I don't know, repair the damage in their community that they caused, but somehow Walmart has to pay for that. The audacity is really what gets me. Chicago is just a cesspool. This was a 4-day event that happened 2 days ago. This was 4 days of a bunch of teenagers in Chicago that went on a wilding out spree and started tearing things apart, setting cars on fire, beating people up. The place is absolutely lawless.
Newsroom shows more of last night's chaos. People were seen kicking passing cars, crowding the streets, dancing on top of parked vehicles. And we're still waiting to find out and hear if police made any arrests from this last night. Earlier in the day yesterday, a viewer shared cell phone video showing a group of people jumping on a car that is driving along Michigan Avenue.
So it doesn't take a genius to see that Chicago is a cesspool of lawlessness and nobody would stay open there. I'm surprised more businesses aren't packing up and leaving. I wouldn't want to run a business in this situation because they're literally destroying the city. How do you plan on actually having any kind of longevity, any kind of business in this environment? It would be absolutely insane. All right, that was it. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you hated it, hit it twice. And until the next one.